Hello subscribers and my dear students. As we know that we are going through the pandemic of COVID-19, so I request you to be safe at home and use all the precautions. Today I am back with another interesting video. Hope you learn from it. Let's start. Students, today my topic of discussion is on significance of marketing of service marketing. Now, as we know that proper marketing of services contributes substantially to the process of development. If innovative marketing principles are followed in service, then socio-economic transformation will take place in a faster rate, and in the future service sector would operate in a very with a great potential. Okay, and if the opportunities are properly utilized by the service sector. Now, what are the points need to be discussed today on significance are: number one, it help in generation of employment opportunities. The components of service sector are widely and with a varied diversion. Okay, the service sector include personal care, education service, medical service, communication service, tourism service, banking service, insurance, transportation, consultancy, etc. The systematic and organized development of service sector, systematic and organized development of service sector will create employment opportunities. Okay, first is generation of employment. Second, we have optimum utilization of resources. When it comes to optimum utilization of resources, as we know, India is rich with various resources, especially our human resource available in India favors the growth of service. Okay, and while the labor content is most in manufacturing activities is dropping steadily because of the use of technology, the labor content in service sector is comparatively high. So India, with rich in human resource, can grow steadily. Moreover, service sector offers various export potentials which also boost up in utilizing the other resources too. The third one, we have capital formation. When it comes to capital formation, there are indications that service sector will grow more rapidly. Okay, service sector will go more rapidly in the near future, and economic, social and political factors are giving the signal of expansion, of service sector. Okay, economic environment, social environment and political factors are giving signal for expansion of service sector, and as a result of which investment and job generation are getting more importance than manufacturing. So if investment in service sector are made, then it will contribute to nation building. Yes, it will contribute to nation building and increase development activities too. It will also increase development activities too, and as a result of which it will lead to capital formation. And most importantly, performance of profitable service can absorb higher investment, which will again lead to capital formation. Performance of profitable services will absorb higher investment, which will again lead to capital formation. Next point is standard of living. As we know that the standard of living of the people in any country would decide on the basis of quality and standard of product consumed or avail in the day-to-day living. Standard of living cannot be improved by increasing more opportunities learning, but it can be determined by the availability of goods and services and wise spending on them. So whenever we people are using more and more services, in case of developed countries using full use of latest technology and rendering the services, it increases our standard of living. Here it can be said that development of service industry will promote standard of living, because use of environment friendly technology will help an organization or the people to use the more extent application, as a result of which they can increase the standard of living. Next, we discuss the growth and evolution of services in India. What are the reasons? The first reason is economic affluence. One of the key factors for the growth of demand for services is economic affluence. According to a study, it was found that the size of middle income consumer is rising fast and the percentage of the very poor household are declining. The rural household in the upper income category is growing to much pace than the urban household, and in the process of economic liberalization they are had a positive impact because their income as well as expenditure has been pushed and creating for many goods and services. The main point is income and expenditure has been increased, creating demand for goods and services. Second one is changing role of women. Traditionally Indian women was confined to household activities, but with a change of time there has been a change in traditional way of thinking in the society. Women are allowed to work and they work in various services, as a result of which the percentage of women working has been rapidly growing, and earning of women prefer to hire service in order to minimize various roles which they require to perform, and this result in creation of more services. As you know that women are working in various sector, so women especially prefer to hire services in order to minimize the innumerable roles that they are required to perform. Okay, and this demand by women is forcing service organization for more innovative in their approach. The third one is cultural changes. Change is underlying philosophy, and whenever it comes to the culture, it is said that during the last century the factors of change are prominent, and the emergence of nuclear family system in place of traditional joint family system creates demand for host of services like education, healthcare, entertainment, telecommunication, etc. So there has been a mark for the change in the thought process relating to the investment, and which created huge demand for services. The next one is IT revolution. As we know that India has the largest software skilled population in the world. The domestic market as well as the international market has grown substantially. Realizing the potential, there is many areas where the state government also have made IT as their prioritized segment in the states. So change in the IT revolution has resulted in a huge growth of service in India. Then next point may be the development of markets. Yes, then we have market orientation. Okay, then we have migration, most importantly, because one of the most important reason is people migrate from rural to semi-urban areas, urban areas too, and migration result in wanting of jobs, increasing livelihood, and result in expansion of cities and township, which has also increased the businesses like real estate, rental, transportation, and infrastructure services. And the last one is it promotes export potential. India is considered to be a potential source of service, and there are number of services in India that offer various parts of the world like banking, insurance, transportation, accounting services, etc. So tourism and software services are also considered to be most major foreign exchange service in the corner. So growth of increase of service also may be due to export potential. Let us briefly describe about the challenges faced by services. Okay, the first is intangibility. As we know, the services are intangible and customer cannot see or hold them before they buy. So buyer therefore uncertain about the quality of service and feel them taking risk. So buyer are unable to conceptualize and evaluate a service which they feel unsafe or are unable to take risk. Second is defining and improving quality. Defining and improving quality in service industry is a major drawback. Unlike product, very often services are produced and consumed simultaneously, as a result of which service quality management faces the challenges, and product industry never come across such. Next is demonstration empathy. Convincing your customer in your marketing effort that you understand their problem and are offering solution. To do this, people need process and evidence, so it is very much difficult for explaining the demonstration and empathy. Next is trustworthiness among customer. In case of service industry, customer need first to develop trust in the service organization. Therefore, he buys their services, and client often give more importance to the amount of faith he has on the service organization than the services being offered and their value proportion. Then we have this one, non-product competition. Service industry faces competition not only from fellow service industry but also from their client, who often question themselves whether or not they should be engaged in a service at all. Then we have staff and their passion. Passion for work in a service industry is most important, and most of the passion and spirit among the staff is for revenue generation. So the direct correlation between the staff and financial success lacks, so that is also creating one challenges for the service. And the most important last one is service is expensive, pricing issues. So price setting of price does not come easily. When you are going to avail a good service, you have to pay for the good price. So we discussed today's significance of service marketing, then we discussed the evolution of service in India, and we discussed the challenges. Hope you like my video. Tomorrow I'll be back with another video. Kindly subscribe my channel so you get a next update.